So you and I start talking. Now we start talking about one thing, we get more excited, we start talking about another thing. So the way in which we interrelate changes. If you have a team you have a project, you have two people, they hate working with each other. Why? It has nothing to do with their roles, but they hate working with each other. It's not going to work out. So in any case, the relationship matters. And so you can observe a system like this and try to understand it. The bigger the system becomes, the more systems it's composed of.
While listening to you, I'm totally fascinated with the systems. I don't think systemic thinking or systems thinking is something that's so much. I think a lot of people have heard of it. I don't think most people understand it. I still think it's relevant. I think it's a hugely important topic. I think the question I would ask, and then I would like to maybe close out the system thinking concept, not because I don't want to go into it, but I think we've had a long session.
It's really huge.
And I want to give it full respect and time. So maybe we can do a rescheduling. Okay.
Sure.
But let me ask you a question. Is this attraction to system thinking, is it a byproduct of your two passions, your primary passion, project management, where the human factor always plays a role? So there is a systemic concept there. And I would assume because of that the AI is an exacerbating or additional aspect which triggers that systemic thinking. Is there a link between the two?
The other way around.
The other way around?
Yeah.
Say it in your words.
I've always been interested in systems dynamics.
Okay.
But I'm talking since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't even know project management existed. Mm-hmm. The moment I started working in project management, it was obvious to me that this is not a mechanical system. All those useless job descriptions are a joke.
Yeah.
This is
human.
Yeah. And so this is systems.
It's a human dynamic.
Absolutely. And so what you're interested in is reinforcing loops, balancing loops, delays, all the usual stuff that you have in systems dynamics. And there I became interested in project management, and therefore I became interested in artificial intelligence. But honestly, artificial intelligence to me is not the key point for me. Mm. For me, artificial intelligence is a cooler email. Okay. It's a cool tool that I add on and I use in order to empower my systems thinking and my running my projects.
I'm going to say, you've said this now 3 times, and I've heard you all 3 times, but I still think it's great that you mentioned it 3 times for those who didn't pick it up. Sometimes when you hear something, you don't hear it and you don't understand it and you don't agree with it. But what I like about what you're saying is I think you're taking away some of the anxiety that people might have with a concept that says, listen, is AI going to replace this? And you say, listen, I like AI, I want to use it, but I have higher loves, and their higher loves is project management and system thinking. What I'd like to do is I'd like to extend to you an invitation. I'd like to go through the system thinking with you, but I think we've expanded over the time that for the attention span. I'd like to invite you back where we go through it in a structured fashion so that we can maybe finally explain it to those people who've always heard it but didn't understand it.
This time, you come visit me.
No problem. We can do that.
Okay, very good. You prefer Klagenfurt or Rome?
Klagenfurt is probably easier for the
closer.
3 of us. It's closer for us 3.
Okay, very good.
So we up for it?
Okay, very good. Sounds good.
We'll plan that.